crazy ideas do you have now?
So in this one, we're gonna put a lot of mayonnaise on Cody.
Okay.
Get him really drunk.
Okay.
He allowed the mayonnaise. I don't know. We agreed on that already before you hopped on, and then we leave him in the middle of the woods.
Oh.
And that's it.
That's the episode.
That's the episode.
And we rate it in Joe Pesci's.
Sounds like a plan to me.
And Kevin's ass says that idea is
yeah, Kevin, you're just showing hole on the pod.
showing hole.
That's awesome.
So what's up, boys?
Well, I see Jake's drinking a water.
Jake, did you not grab a brewski? I didn't see. I lost. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I got a Stella too, actually.
Silly
this
Cody.
episode is sponsored by Stella Artois.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Sponsor us. Ew, dude. Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. We'll take Miller Lite.
Yeah, it's not fancy, but it's union run, so I love that.
Yeah, we support unions here on Comics and Chronic.
Obviously, our fans are the commies.
Yeah. It'd be totally out of character if we did not support you.
Yeah, it's true. We are the working man's podcast.
The Working Man's Nerd podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, people literally tell us they listen to this at work. Like, they'll put on a bunch of episodes throughout the day, and it passes the time away. So if you're not doing that, you should just listen to us when you're at work.
Yeah, don't work.
Don't work.
Don't work at all.
Just listen to us and get high.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Do I sound all right? Can you guys hear me?
Dude, you sound
nice.
wonderful.
Nice. I got the new position of the microphone, I think, is pretty
right.
key.
It works. That's it. That's the microphone's little G spot right there.
The microphone G spot.
We were trying to find it for Cody earlier. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
We'll get there one day.
One day. I finally ordered my headset.
Hey,
yeah, the cat ear headphones coming back.
When are they going to come?
Next week.
Nice. Dude, I bought some. First time I've actually bought weed in a while. I haven't been smoking, honestly, for like the last probably month, to be honest.
Me too. Weird. I also just started like smoking again like yesterday and then tonight again.
Well, like a month ago, even before I had like COVID, my asthma was acting up and I was just using my inhaler like an absurd amount. And so I was kind of like very wary of smoking. So I was just doing edibles. But I was like, you know what? I feel good today. So I bought some infused joints. So it's got keef. Got some keef on the outside and some resin on the inside.
Hell yeah.
That's really cool. Is there like a special name for that?
It's called the Jake Special, actually.
Oh,
dude, unlike you guys, I haven't been smoking this much weed in a long time.
Yeah, but you took a break not too long ago. I feel like around December, you were on like a little hike. We all take little breaks every now and then.
Oh yeah, I'm not judging. I'm not disappointed.
I would never feel judged by you, Cody.
I'm not brokenhearted here right now.
Give it time.
I was thinking today, like, there's just like, we're Comics and Chronic, right? But it feels like, why is like in comics, like Wolverine could go sit at a bar and have a beer, but he can't go like smoke a joint? Like, what's the huge deal?
Logan be getting high. Wolverine might not, but Logan gets high.
Logan.
Really? Right. Logan doesn't. He's like a cigar smoking beer kind of guy. I don't know. Logan is also hundreds of years old. I don't think he is smoking marijuana.
I think that's why he's smoking marijuana. Dude,
I disagree.
Done everything, bro.
Yeah, man.
I disagree.
He's been on some spiritual journeys. He's done psychedelics. Come on.
Has he? Is that canon?
No, we're just saying.
Dude, imagine living hundreds of years. Dude, none of us have made it 30 years without doing psychedelics.
That's a great point.
True. That's true. I don't think I made it 20 years without doing psychedelics.
Yeah, I made it 16 years.
What was the first psychedelic you did?
Mushrooms.
Nice.
Same here.
It was a nightmare the first time.
Okay, what was the first drug you guys did that wasn't weed?
Alcohol.
I mean, not alcohol. I'm talking about like drugs, classic drugs.
Coffee.
No, like
cocaine.
Yeah, okay, cocaine. Okay.
Cocaine.
I think for me it was ecstasy or Molly.
It was either cocaine or it was mushrooms. It might have been mushrooms, honestly.
For me,
and
it
then
was
cocaine.
mushrooms. Yeah.
Nice. No, I think I did Molly. I did Molly in my junior year of high school for the first time.
Dude.
Nice.
It was
I
actually,
did.
to this day, it's probably the best roll I've ever had.
The very first one.
Yeah, the very first one.
The first time I did it was when we saw Pretty Lights at Bonnaroo.
That was the first time you did Molly?
Yeah.
Whoa, that was a fun time.
Yeah, I danced my dick off, bro.
I remember, I rolled my face off at Pretty Lights.
Yeah, that one was crazy.
And then we almost died the next year at Ice Cube or Skrillex.
Both. They both almost killed.
Yeah, they both
we
almost
took it
we took it during Ice Cube, but we almost died during Skrillex.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I'm never I haven't done it since then until like a month or two ago. Remember?
That's how traumatized you were.
Dude, yeah, I was scared.
Can I just say when you guys casually just say we almost died, like I think me and probably a lot of people listening are like, wait a minute, what? Like
we laugh in the face of death, Anthony.
Dude, if I got upset about every time I almost died.
That's true. And if I got upset about every time I almost died with Cody, because I feel like the majority of the times I have almost died were in fact with Cody.
At least a handful of them.
Yeah, definitely a lot of them. So. Yeah, but that was a fun time. Almost dying was a fun time.
It made you feel alive?
No, actually, dude, the Molly kicked me in the nuts. I like literally had to leave a crowd of 50,000 to go and vomit.
Oof.
And
when
then
we almost died.
Yeah. And then it's funny because I came back, found everybody, and then like 20 minutes later, I had to go vomit again. And my body was just like vibrating. And I like had the wherewithal. I was like, dude, I'm going to walk myself to the medical tent because I'm kind of worried I'm going to die. Out of nowhere, Cody burst through the crowd. And he's just like, "Wah!" And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I just killed everyone because I brought the Molly from New York. I was like, damn it, I just killed me and Cody. And I think Cody went off back to the campsite with his girlfriend. And I was making my way to the medical tent, but all of a sudden I had to like diarrhea out of nowhere. So I was like, all right, let me just go do that really quickly. Went to the porta potty, fucking blew that shit up. Right after that, I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. And I just stopped feeling like death. But for a while, I was like genuinely worried. I was like, my heart might explode.
Yeah, dude, I was scared.
Yeah, I was scared too, dude. I was like, this Molly's intense.
I was fine until there was one point in time when I looked at Jake and he was like, do you want to go to the medical tent? And I was like, why? And he was like, I don't want us to die. And I was like, wait, that could happen?
Well, that's why because I think for a while you thought I was being like ridiculous, but then you barged out and started vomiting, and I was like, oh, great. I was like, great. I just killed everyone. It was actually Cody's fault because he suggested that we take it on an empty stomach.
All of it.
All of it, yeah, which was like a lot.
You know me.
But we're survivors, you know? That's how we do.
We are. That was our war.
Yeah.
That was your year one.
Oh, yeah. Snap.
Cody and Jake, year one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like beer one, am I right?
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of Comics and Chronic. I am one of your hosts, Jake FH. You already know the homies Cody Cannon and Anthony Inacio are here with me today. We talk Batman Year One by Frank Miller and what's the Italian guy's name? The artist?
David Mazzucchelli.
Yeah, David Mazzucchelli.
Mazzucchelli.
Hey.
Mazzucchelli, Paisan.
Mazzucchelli. Yeah, or Mazzucchelli, I think.
There's an H in there.
In Italian, you don't pronounce the H. It's so like bruschetta is actually pronounced bruschetta.
Yeah, bruschetta.
Hey, I'll say it however the fuck
Jesus,
I
Anthony,
want.
aren't you Italian? You should fucking know this.
Yeah, my last name is Iannaccio with 2 C's, and we use the H sound in that.
Yeah, but that's 2 C's. When it's spelled with an H,
Yeah,
you don't actually pronounce the H.
But this guy has 2 C's and an H.
Oh, well, then that I have no idea.
Did you just try to Italian-splain me,
I took
Jake?
Italian in college. My teacher was Italian. You don't pronounce the...
My dad is Italian. He was born in Italy.
So ask him. Ask him if you pronounce bruschetta, or bruschetta.
But they're not the same thing.
But also my dad's dialect is like not even what like Italy has so many dialects.
Well, yeah. Where's he from in Italy?
So the name of the place is Montagno.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like
Is
it's
it
a small
northern
town.
Italy, southern Italy, middle
It's like
Italy?
right in the middle.
Those middle,
Like,
those Midgard Italians.
Yeah, we're the Midgardians of Italy. But like a lot of words, like my grandma's Italian, like where her family's from in Italy, and I'm not even sure where that's from. Like it's like a completely different Italian. Like there's just so many dialects in Italy, and they just all almost speak a different language. It's so crazy because Italy was like almost never really a country for a long time. Like it was just different, separate states and shit. Like they just eventually were like, oh, we're Italy one day. You know what I mean?
Well, they were like literally like separate houses, like Game of Thrones style.
Yeah, exactly. We were the original Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Fucking Dagos.
Oh, wow. I say, oh, wow, but like, no, I never.
It's not even offensive. Like, yeah, exactly.
I've only ever heard it in Always Sunny, actually. And I'm like, what does he mean when he says Dagos? And then it turns out it's Italian.
You've never heard the term Dago before?
No.
No, that's hilarious.
I've heard like Guinea, you know?
Yeah, Guinea, Dago, WAP.
Or WAP, yeah. Yeah, like when that song WAP came out, I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Wait, is she talking about Italians?
Okay.
My wet ass paisans? Little culture here on Comics and Chronic.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Year One is dope. I've read it before, but I recently watched the animated film, which is honestly pretty much exactly the comic.
Nice. I haven't seen the animated film in a while, but I did read it, and boy, is that a comic!
It's a great comic.
Is that a comic?
It's back when Frank Miller was, in his like prime and not doing crazy ass shit quite yet.
Well, it's also cool because that same creative team did Daredevil Born Again. Have you guys read Daredevil Born Again? It's like a classic. Like Frank Miller's run on Daredevil is as classic as his run on Batman.
Well, so Frank Miller's run on Daredevil is him and Klaus Janson is the artist.
Right, but Born Again is this exact team, just like that arc or that miniseries, whatever.
I think I've read Born Again, but I'm not honestly sure.
But I've not read Born Again.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, Frank Miller is a like a beast at grounding superheroes, especially like Daredevil and Batman, into like their gritty urban roots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for real.
Reading the story, what really like stuck out to me was the fact that like we've internalized the Batman origin story like in our minds.
True facts.
But like this is like the origin story you think of when you think of Batman.
Yeah, it's like almost. I mean, it's not necessarily canon, but is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Frank Miller's Year One like the introduction of the pearls to the death of the mom scene, like back in the 80s or whatever?
I'm not sure, but
I'm not sure about that, so I can't say yes or no.
But it would track to that point because the story's so definitive. Like we are talking about stories that are just like so definitive. Like Long Halloween is literally a sequel to this. Like you could read this and then Long Halloween and it would follow perfectly.
Yeah.
It's also like it is definitely the first time Catwoman is like her origin story is that of a prostitute originally. I don't think before that she was just a cat burglar. She wasn't like a streetwalker.
Yep.
Or dominatrix, really, is what she kind of is.
And we get to see her scratch Falcone's face.
Yeah, which you're right, because in Long Halloween, he already has.
That's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. It's just so seamless. It's like it's stories that were written years apart and by different people, but to the point of that this is you need to read this.
It's the same universe.
Yeah, it's the Batman story that is like, you don't have to have read Batman comics before it. It could be you've read every Batman comic, but this one is like the way I think about All-Star Superman, like this is that for Batman. Like read this comic whether you love Batman or you've never read Batman. Like it's that story.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, once again, it's like it is the quintessential, like it is a quintessential Batman story. Has all the classic elements of like the noir mafia detective shit,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's him fighting organized crime, which is honestly my favorite iteration of Batman, because that's how he originally started. Like long before they started making kooky characters, he was just fighting like mafia guys.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. This story doesn't have. They hint at the Joker at the very end.
Yeah,
but it's not about Batman's like psycho villains.
Yeah.
It's about Bruce Wayne returning to Gotham and becoming Batman for the first time. Like it's a 4-issue series, but he doesn't even have the costume at first. It's like that fresh in Batman's career.
Yeah. So basically, just as a brief synopsis for all the listeners that don't know, he's been gone for 12 years, I think.
Something like that.
12 years.
Yeah, 12 years. Pretty much, it seems like he left pretty much after his parents got murdered.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as a tween.
As a tween, yeah, he fucking dips out. You're not quite sure what he does, but you obviously know that he trains and fights and forensics, does all that, learns forensic shit.
Yeah, learns all his like best skills.
Yeah, but it's also cool that this isn't like he doesn't become Batman because he's necessarily like afraid of bats so much as like he's sitting in the study and a bat like storms out of nowhere and sits on the marble bust of his father. And he's like, "That's it. I will be Batman." So it's not even like in the classic versions where it's like, "Oh, I'm so afraid of bats that I'll turn my fear into something I can use on criminals." It's more like, "Oh shit, all right, Batman."
It's kind of just like a bat crashes through the window. He's like, "Okay, that's it." So like, what would have happened if it wasn't a bat? What if something
it was
else
a possum that like crashed through the window? That's it. I will become a possum.
Because they probably dead.
I mean, possums are also nocturnal creatures, so I'm just saying.
I will be a creature of the night that eats garbage.
Exactly.
And ticks.
Dude, they rummage through garbage and Batman rummages through the trash of Gotham, you know?
Ooh.
The underbelly.
You mean Possum
filth.
Man?
Possum Man. Yeah.
Ooh, we're building up a rogues gallery, our own rogues gallery. We have Possum Man, and in the Phantasm episode, you'll hear about another Gotham villain we created.
We got to write these down to remember. Cody, what were you saying?
Sorry.
Wait, what?
I thought you were going to say something, but I think I cut you off.
Yeah, it's fine. It's gone.
My bad.
No,
I was trying to come back to it. Yeah, bring it back.
No, it's fine. But yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I like that intro. This is just like the best intro. The art is like, I really love the art. It's like perfect for an early Batman. I don't know. This is just like definitely top 10 best Batman tales ever told. Definitely best origin, in my opinion.
This is also cool going back like to the art is that, and the art is good, but like it's pretty simple, you know, like there's not a lot going on with the color palette and the art, but like I think
it's almost Sin City-esque.
Yeah, it is very squared off and whatnot, edgy, I guess, angular.
But yeah, definitely one of the best Batman tales. Love all like Selena Kyle as the prostitute. Love how just like
Jim Gordon. It's kind of a Jim Gordon origin story.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's more of Jim Gordon.
There's actually a lot of Jim Gordon, to be honest.
It's like told almost from. It's like a mixed perspective. It's like almost half Jim Gordon.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely like a half Batman, half Jim Gordon story.
Yeah, and I love Jim Gordon. I always love Jim Gordon's stories. Like he's a cool character, and like you root for him in this because Gotham's full of corrupt cops, and he's the only one that's like willing to do some good shit.
Dude, when he beats the shit out of Flass and leaves him naked on the side of the road,
he fucks him up.
Yeah, dude, like Jim Gordon's not taking shit.
Yeah, Jim Gordon's a tough cookie.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie.
I actually like him more for like, so there, remember the part where there's a hostage standoff and there's this like crazy dude who's talking nonsense.
And he has his
little
kids.
His own kids. He like has them hostage or whatever. And Gordon goes in there because he knows if the other cop goes in, everyone's gonna die.
Everyone's gonna die. The kids will get shot accidentally.
Yeah. And the way he handles it, and he just takes the guy out, and it's just like he does it because he's fucking Gordon. Like he does the right thing. Like him and Batman are like buddies, but their philosophies just differ at like a certain point.
Yeah. Also, it's cool that like I feel like it's kind of implied that Jim Gordon has like prior military training, like he's served in the army before.
Yeah. Yep.
That's cool. Before he was like, and then before I like that he's also like he comes from Chicago, so he already like knows corruption. That's even why he transferred, because I think he tried to take down some corruption there, and they made him fuck off. And then he just finds the same thing in Gotham, but like slightly worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he just fights.
Yep.
Yeah. Gordon does it. He doesn't do it quite by the book, but he does it. He's a true believer in the law.
Yeah.
And then the coolest thing about him is like, he always is the cop that walks the straight and narrow, and like, he's good at follow like the rules to a T, more or less. But when it comes to Batman, he's like throwing the rule book right out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Because him and Batman are the only ones who are like doing the right thing for Gotham, it seems. At least especially in this story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And I really like that this story cements the foundation of the relationship that Jim Gordon and Batman have.
Yep. Bros for life.
Bros for life. I mean, at the end of the comic, he does save Gordon's baby. And Gordon knows. That's the cool thing is that I remember in the comic, Gordon knows it's Bruce. When he saves the baby, he like looks and he realizes Bruce Wayne's Batman, and he says like, "Your secret's safe with me."
Yeah, exactly.
So therefore, for the rest of their relationship, whereas like in other canonical continuities, Jim Gordon doesn't know Batman is Bruce Wayne, but in this one, like it starts off like he does know.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool because
it's cool because they're gonna be like tight.
He lets it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like something he knows is not by the book, but he lets it happen because it's actually helping Gotham. He's the only one that can see like this dude is the only one that's like you said, if he was a Possum Man, he's taking out the trash.
Yeah, exactly. Possum Man taking out the trash.
That's Batman's dilemma. Gotham just has so much trash and it never goes away.
Instead of a utility belt, he has a pouch.
Yeah. Are possums marsupials?
Yeah.
Is that whoa? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
They're also like rare. They rarely bite people. Like, and they're not harmful. Like, they're really good for the environment. They eat ticks. Yeah. So his enemy would be the tick.
Oh, the tick.
We stand possums on this podcast.
We should get possums on this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, a possum.
Hissing.
Yeah.
We have our own like pet Avengers starting to form. There's like Kevin. Randy's their arch enemy.
Yeah, Randy's the Loki for sure.
Speaking of pets, it's cool that Catwoman gets inspired to even like start donning a costume after seeing Batman.
Yeah.
Which is cool because that like it does low-key mean like that Batman does influence these crazies to dress up and call themselves a this or a that. Like, so it's like he is to blame for both the rise in crime and like the lowering of crime.
Yeah.
What's crazy is that in this story, Bruce Wayne is 25 years old. So I'm like wondering, like,
can you imagine me at 25 trying to fight crime? 25. I'm pretty sure 25-year-old me once got dabbed too hard and had to pull over so Jake could finish the drive.
I think we both got dabbed too hard and we both had to wait in the car for like an hour.
Dude, all I'm saying is we were not Batman. That's for damn sure.
Batman is a man of strong will and resolve.
Yeah.
Very focused. Lots of money, of course. Yeah.
Funny though, when I was younger and really into Batman the animated series, I was always so fascinated in how perfect Bruce was. And I used to like beat myself up when I felt like a slacker. I'd be like, dude, no superhero would be lazy like you are right now. When I was a kid, I used to say that shit to myself.
That's hilarious.
You're not Bruce Wayne, Cody. Grow up.
Oh, that's awesome.
An ideal you can never live up to.
Yeah. It's true.
Dude, I love that Batman in this story tries to save a young, like, child female prostitute from this pimp and just ends up getting, like, stabbed by the prostitute and other, like, street people and hookers and shit.
Yeah, first he gets his ass kicked.
Prostitutes were just beating on Bruce Wayne in the beginning.
Yeah, when his first couple runs of things didn't go the way he wanted.
Yeah.
He like kept barely getting away, and it wasn't until the bat crashed through his window that he actually started using fear as one of his strongest weapons.
Yeah, he was like, maybe I shouldn't go around in a skull cap just punching prostitutes in the face. Which is I also liked about the comic is that it's like, you know, once again, like we've talked about it before with Long Halloween and the other ones, like it just obviously it's 1980s New York, like it feels like 42nd Street 1980s.
Yeah,
like back when like New York was in its heyday crime wave, you know, like that's what I also love about it, because I mean, yeah, I just like when Gotham is clearly New York.
Yeah, it makes it feel more realistic, and in a way, Marvel New York doesn't usually.
No, not except for like and not even touching Batman, but Daredevil. Like that's the closest you get to seeing a gritty Marvel New York.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
but even then, like Batman's gritty, like Gotham New York is still just a level. Like I don't know, it's a grit.
Yeah,
it's like the same kind of feel that New York in Watchmen has.
Exactly. Yeah. Like these roving gangs and junkies will attack you.
Yeah, very similar. I was even thinking, very similar though. I was even thinking while we were recording, I don't remember what one of you guys said, but it made me realize that there are elements of year one that I feel like were almost implemented in that Watchmen series that came out. Like, just like with the corrupt cops and everything and everybody, all the, I don't know. Maybe I'm just high. I'm confusing ideas, crossing.
You're crossing streams.
Crisscross applesauce.
But yeah, dude, I love Batman. I really love the scenes when Batman first like makes himself seen and how he really uses fear against his enemies before he even starts like arresting them and stuff like that.
Oh, when he's in the mansion with all the corrupt politicians and gangsters and everyone.
Yeah.
And he like turns out the lights and lights that candle and he's like, I'm gonna fucking make sure you all get what's coming to you.
Yeah, that was such a cool moment.
Yeah, that is a cool moment. It's true, like this comic really hits on him like using fear.
Yeah. Yeah, in a way that you often like that people sometimes forget about. That Batman is like a symbol of fear to criminals.
Well, yeah, because whenever like, especially in his beginning stories, everyone's like, oh yeah, this giant 6-foot bat with teeth came at me, and it's like,
yeah, they don't ever believe in it, you know.
Yeah,
like,
it always sounds like an urban myth. It's like, yeah, what, the Mothman or whatever, and
the Mothman,
or they're like a guy dressed in a bat suit. Yeah, okay, get out there, do what you got to do.
Yeah, go arrest that junkie fuck. I would love to play a corrupt Gotham police officer in like a Batman movie.
You would do a great job, Jake.
I should be Flash in the next movie.
Yeah.
I want to plant cocaine on people and then like arrest them.
Then get the shit beat out of you by Jim Gordon.
Yeah, tied naked.
Yeah.
God damn. They're making the Gotham Central HBO Max show.
Dude, you guys should read Gotham Central. That's honestly one of my favorite like comics. It's very slept on and underrated.
That's Brewbreaker, isn't it?
It's Brooby Baby.
Brooby Baby.
Ever since you said that, I was driving in the car the other day and I thought about that and cracked me. If we ever get him on the show, we'd be like, so Brooby Baby, tell me, what he's like, please don't call me that.
First question, mind if we call you Brooby Baby?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, Gotham Central is cool, and also like that really like Gotham Central really hits on all the themes we've been talking about, because it's strictly like it's like The Wire, but with Gotham Central. Batman is barely in it; he's like in the backdrop. You know, he's out there doing whatever, and it has like some weird villains, like it has like really interesting use of villains in it. It's pretty cool, honestly.
Nice.
And it would make for a great HBO show, so I'm glad they're making it.
Dude, especially if is it HBO helming it, or is it like...
Yeah, it's like how Peacemaker is HBO.
Yeah, okay, and I think Matt Reeves might be involved. I'm not sure.
Well, they're also making Gordon's going to be in it, and then they're also making the Penguin show, and Seems like they're building
Nice.
a lot off of this new Batman universe.
So does that mean it's Jeffrey Wright?
Yeah, it is Jeffrey Wright. Is going to be an HBO show.
Nice.
We've already seen him in as Arnold on Westworld, so we know he's going to be bomb.
Yeah, dude, he was so good in Westworld.
Yeah, even though that show fell off at the end.
I didn't watch it.
No.
I watched the first 2 seasons, I think, and I just think I got an episode into the third, and then just kind of lost interest.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the first season's the best. Season 2, in the middle, you kind of start to be like, all right, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah,
it just lost its momentum, I think.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like Batman Begins borrowed a lot from Batman Year One?
Oh, it was basically the same
for sure. Definitely borrows a lot, especially in the beginning when he's hopping from building to building and getting fucked up. Yeah, it definitely borrows a lot.
Yeah, and then not only that, but so there's that. There's even from the scene where the first time Batman calls all the bats to him.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. He does that in Batman Begins, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone has to get rabies shots.
Yeah, which is pretty fucked up, dude. Batman legit put everyone in biohazard fucking danger.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'll do anything for justice, even if it means giving an entire city rabies.
That was his rat catcher moment. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, do you think Ratcatcher could control specific rats with plague on them, and she could fucking destroy shit? That'd be cool.
Damn,
that'd be a good story arc.
Do you think Ratcatcher could control bats? Because bats are just rats with wings.
Are bats in the rodent family?
I think so.
It might be. I don't know. You seem to know a lot about which species is part of which family today.
Yeah.
What have you been watching, Animal Planet or something?
Yeah.
Dude, when I was a kid and I was homeschooled, I used to just read encyclopedias sometimes. So I just know random facts about animals specifically.
You're like Cody Irwin.
One variant of me is Cody Feige.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Can you do a Steve Irwin impression?
Yeah, what's your Aussie accent? Let's hear it.
Dude, it's awful. It's awful.
Is it?
We should still hear it.
Crikey! The only thing I honestly know to do is to do that. Oi, Russell Crowe's fighting around. Oi, Tiger! You remember that?
Oh, yeah, South Park.
From South Park. Yeah.
That was the only time I ever tried to imitate an Aussie accent.
I heard someone once say that if you want to say razor blades in an Australian accent, you say rise up lights.
Rise up lights. Rise up lights. Rise up lights.
I mean, yeah, rise up lights.
Rise up lights.
Rise up lights.
Rise up lights.
Hey. The rise of lights.
Heavens, but he's like, hey, you guys talking about Sandman again? No, we're done.
No,
we spent the whole month talking about Sandman.
Stupid cat. Orange tabbies.
Oh, I mean, this is totally off topic.
What?
Completely off topic. But I loved how in the Sopranos finale, fucking Paulie hated that they had the cat.
Yeah, he had the cat. And he talked about that thing when he says they breathe the air out of babies.
Yeah, exactly. I was yes.
Yeah, that Christopher came back as a cat.
Yeah. He's like, that fucking cat staring at that picture of Christopher, Tony.
He's like, we moved the picture.
Dude, but yeah, I do love, this is just another good kind of, I didn't even think about it until you mentioned it, Anthony, but you really could read The Long Halloween as a sequel to this.
Batman seems a bit more experienced though in Long Halloween, but it seems like it takes place right after. It's weird.
I think a year or so after, but he's definitely way more seasoned in Long Halloween. He has gadgets and Batmobile and shit.
And so, all this said,
he also has a huge amount of rogue gallery in 1 year.
Yeah. So I feel like the Batman, the movie coming out, or the movie that's probably out by the time, I don't know, the movie that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Whenever, I think it's definitely going to be a year 2 kind of Batman. which is awesome.
Matt Reeves already
that.
said that he's already in his second year as Batman.
Yeah.
And he said it's not an origin story either.
Yeah, and that's the kind of Batman I love. Like, this is a great origin story, but I love where he's at right after this.
I prefer Batman when he is already like being Batman. Like he's already
I prefer
Batman
being Batman too. I've heard his origin a billion times.
Now, how many times do you have to see the Waynes get shot?
Yeah, right.
Hopefully more.
Yeah,
Cody's all for families dying.
Yeah,
remember
you
that's like
have
this
this weird familial fetish with them being murdered.
What families?
What? Dude, what are you talking about? Mortal Kombat, you want Cole's family to die.
Yep.
In Hawkeye, you wanted his family to die.
Yep.
Like, dude, you stay talking about wanting people's families to die.
We don't need all these characters, man. Throw them away. Make it brutal. Give them something to fight over, you know?
That's hilarious.
What isn't in this origin story, which I feel like they changed later on, so I guess it's not completely canon, is that usually Gordon is a cop that when Bruce's parents get shot, he's like there to help him.
Yeah, that wasn't honestly made till way later in the decades.
That's what I mean. Like it's not something that's in the story. Like Gordon's moving here from Chicago, but usually in newer stories, like he's already been a cop in Gotham, but still kind of doing the same thing. He's still not like in this story, he's a lieutenant. He's not Commissioner Gordon yet.
I prefer Jim Gordon not being in Batman's life as a kid. That's a little too much. It seems like a stretch.
Yeah, it's just making everything have super tight content.
Exactly, and it doesn't need that. Like, I'm cool with him being from Chicago or just not even.
Yeah, I'd be much more a fan of Gordon as a not like he's old. I'm fine with him being older. He can be a seasoned cop. You know what I mean? But like, I like him being maybe like a decade. Like if Batman's like 25, let's say Batman's 30. I want Gordon no older than 45. You know what I mean?
I'm cool with him being like a little like if Batman's 40, I'm kind of cool with Gordon being like 50s, honestly, towards 60.
Damn,
he already has a wife and kids, man. Barbara Gordon's like already like brand new 17 years old.
But wait, no,
depending on which Gordon you go by,
right? In this story, though,
story it's a baby.
Yeah, it's a baby. Gordon's wife
is named Barbara.
She's pregnant, and she's gonna give birth, or she does give birth to James.
James, right?
The boy. James, who later in Batman continuity
becomes
is
a
like
psycho
insane.
Killer, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool story too. I forget what that one's called. Scott Snyder writes it though.
Yeah,
that's a cool Batman story.
Yeah.
Him having a son as a villain is not something I honestly like make canon in my universe of Batman, but
but he's there.
He's there. I mean, yeah, he's just not like. I don't think that's something we have to because once again, Scott Snyder made it, but Scott Snyder also made that like no more than 10, 15 years ago. So,
well, I don't know.
It hasn't been in the majority of Jim Gordon's like publication history.
Yeah, I don't know if Scott Snyder if that's the origin of his son being a villain, but I also don't know if Barbara, like sometimes Barbara, like there's his wife Barbara
divorces him.
No, but there's his wife Barbara, and then there's Barbara Gordon Batgirl. Sometimes it's his niece. I think at first it wasn't his daughter. I think they also changed that.
Yeah.
They can't make up their minds, bros.
They can't make up their minds. I remember in certain things it was his niece.
Which is all the more reason to kill off the entire family.
Kill the Bat family.
Dude, I honestly I haven't kept up much with like Bat. I know he has a huge roster, but once you go beyond the first 3 Robins and Batgirls, I kind of just start losing interest.
I kind of know what you mean, but there's some pretty cool plot lines when it's done right. But the ones I do care about the most are for sure Batman. Honestly, I prefer Batman Solo Dolo, but I agree. Like at most, Dick Grayson, Nightwing, the original
Red
3
Robin,
Batmans,
Damian
Robins,
Batman.
I like Damian Wayne as Robin.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. I really like Damian Wayne Robin. I love Tim Drake Robin. I really love
Jason Todd.
No, I'm not the biggest fan of Jason Todd. I like Orphan. I like her.
Orphan's alright.
She's pretty cool. She could kick a lot of ass. And then I even
Cassandra
like Stephanie Brown. Yeah, Cassandra Cain and then Stephanie Brown.
Huntress.
Spoiler, she's great. I don't give a fuck about Huntress.
Red Robin.
Yeah, Red Robin's cool. That's Tim Drake.
Yeah, Tim Drake.
I prefer Barbara Gordon as Batgirl than I do as Oracle.
Oh, I kind of like her more as Oracle.
I feel conflicted because I don't know how I feel about her being in a wheelchair and just being up in a tower. But I mean,
Current Batgirl isn't in a wheelchair, but she's still just Oracle.
yeah, okay, that's cool.
But like she doesn't fight as Batgirl because like the reason she's not in a wheelchair is because she has like this spinal implant.
Oh,
but
shit.
like I guess continuity wise, it's like if she fights, it could get fucked up. So she's like she has to like not fight at all, or maybe sometimes like be Batgirl. But for now, she's just Oracle.
Dude, Batman should make her like a robotic exoskeleton suit,
Yeah.
like an Iron Man bat suit for her.
Ooh, that would be cool.
That'd be sick. Which he already like has for himself in the comics.
Yeah.
Not with outside the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess how many Joe Pesci's for Batman Year One?
I'm giving it 6, man.
Yeah, this is an easy 6 for me. Buy it, read it, watch it.
Wow.
Cody?
I'm gonna give it 5.
Whoa. What nerd's at the 5?
I'm just fucking around, boy. No, it's the best. It's my favorite Batman origin story. I'm definitely giving it a 6. I think any chance we get even if initially I was going to say, I was thinking about saying, I was like torn between.
Are you only giving it a 6 because you want it to be 666, or do you actually think it deserves a 6?
No, it deserves a 6. Earlier I was going to give it like a 5.8 just to be a stickler.
Okay.
But then when Anthony gave it a 6, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, now it's our first 666 of the year.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Or as of now in March.
It took us a whole month.
Because that's what this month is, March.
Yeah, this is March. This is totally March. Bat March.
Bat March. Yeah, I think it deserves an easy 666. It's like, it is, it's kind of the perfect.
One of the best comics of all time.
Yeah, and one of it's honestly the perfect Batman story.
Yeah,
totally.
I would definitely say, yeah, I agree.
And like I was saying before,
short
this
and
could be
sweet.
short and sweet.
Yeah,
4
very
issues.
short, very sweet. Tight, keeps it tight.
Nice and tight. It could be your very first Batman comic, or it could be the most recent Batman comic.
It could be your very last. This could be, you could read this on your deathbed. You could read it on your deathbed, and you'd be like, "I'm glad I got to read this before I die."
It could be your last. Hell yeah. Dude, that's sick.
Well, hell yeah, man. 666. The year is
Beer
one.
Batman, beer
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Batman,
beer one.
Do you think Bruce Wayne would have a beer with us?
Yes, but then he would be like, it's like, look into their nocturnal activities.
We could maybe squeeze them for information.
Yeah.
Batman would have fallen on low times if he needs to squeeze us for information.
Dude, what are you guys talking about? I'm a criminal overlord.
Cody is high up in the Morgantown criminal world.
Yeah, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Are you the king?
He's traveling from Gotham to West Virginia just to get Cody. This place is a cesspool.
Oh, he's trying to throw me into Arkham.
Oh, God. It's like, I think he would actually enjoy Arkham. We should just...
Arkham never makes sense to me because he knows it's shitty and he never fixes Arkham. Like, if he fixed Arkham, he would fix his villains.
Batman could fix the entire problems, every problem that Gotham City has, with his fortune alone. He is, honestly, as cool as Batman is, Bruce Wayne is still very much a 1%er.
Oh, yeah.
And doesn't use his wealth to actually better the city.
Yeah. It would be like if Elon Musk decided to, build his tanks that he was working on for a while and use them to fight crime.
Alfred probably is like every day, he's like, Bruce, you could actually like use your money to build community like outreach centers and needle exchanges. He's like, no, Alfred, I need to beat the shit out of criminals.
Yeah.
You could literally make like like soup kitchens and homeless shelters. Like, no, build me a jet. It's like, I need a grappling hook.
I need an entire. Why would I build soup kitchens when I could build a secret fortress underground?
Exactly. Like, Yeah. So Bruce Wayne isn't all that good.
Batman, Bruce Wayne is a narcissist, folks.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he never really he never went to therapy after his parents got shot. He never resolved that trauma.
No. Instead, he just recruits kids for his army.
Ooh, dude, is Batman the actual real villain of Gotham City?
Could be.
Oh,
Why has it
my
never
God.
been fixed?
Why?
Yeah, seriously, he's been waging this war for 80 years.
Literally.
Why is Superman just chill with him doing things the way he does them?
Yeah, Superman could fix Gotham in probably 1 year.
Yeah, Batman's like, no, I'm gonna do it. I don't need your help.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, everyone's always constantly in fear of their lives, but okay.
Yeah.
You're cool, I guess.
Everyone's in fear of their lives in Gotham, but nobody really moves.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
All these wealthy elites are constantly terrorized by supervillains, but they don't ever leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, this is nice.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of crazy Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Once you enter Gotham, you just can't leave
Yeah,
it.
you can't leave it. Well, I'm glad the Waynes died, honestly.
Dude, you and me both.
I just think it's really presumptuous to start walking down alleyways named Crime Alley and think you're gonna get out of it alive.
Yeah, Crime Alley.
Yeah, true.
Here, come here, Martha. Let's go down this way.
I like how in a lot of Batman comics, not in this one though, but in a lot of Batman comics, when they flash back to that, Bruce, they kind of imply that, or at least from Bruce Wayne's point of view, it's his fault. Because he's like, come on, I want to go to the movies. And they're like, okay, let's go to the movies.
This stupid kid.
And it's like, it's, yep. He just leads
I like
them in.
that he blames himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's it is kind of his fault. It's you could have stayed home, but no, you kept crying about going to see Zorro.
I think it's more the dad's fault.
Thomas
Why
Wayne.
didn't Alfred pick them up? Why did they take a taxi? Why did they decide to walk down alleyways and shit?
Yeah, well, that's a big thing too. Actually, Bruce Wayne does kind of it comes up sometimes when Alfred and Bruce Wayne are having beef, where you could tell Bruce Wayne resents a little, or at least Alfred thinks he always does, that the fact that he didn't, it's no, Alfred, we'll walk instead, and he didn't pick them up.
Did he have the night off and he was just Alfred is out banging hookers and doing blow and he couldn't?
No, it's in a lot. Imagine
that's I want
Alfred being yeah.
Alfred year one. And it's just the grimiest, most degenerative things.
Yeah.
I think you mean the new HBO show Pennyworth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or is that CW?
I think it was a Fox show or something.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
But no one.
It wasn't even
no
that. It
one
was a
watched it.
random channel. I think it was Epics or something like that.
Pennyworth.
I know it's on HBO Max now.
Yes,
Our version of Pennyworth would be Alfred's in Vietnam. He's a soldier in Vietnam.
He's Vietnam. He's fucking killing Viet Cong. He's shooting up opium and heroin.
Yeah.
Banging Saigon whores and everything. Just doing gritty shit.
Yeah.
And then who walks into his apartment? Martha Wayne.
Yeah. That'd be cool. What?
You thought about it, you're like, yes,
yeah,
no.
I didn't hear you at first, and I was like, oh wait. I was like, what? Dude, do you think Martha Wayne was clapping cheeks with Alfred?
Yeah, dude.
Think.
That's why he stayed on to protect Bruce, because he loved Martha.
Oh, dude, that would be a really cool story if I'm talking about a one shot, obviously, where so Alfred does have an affair with Martha, and Bruce is actually Alfred's son, but she never told Thomas.
Ooh.
You know?
And Bruce finds that out.
And Alfred tries to originally kill Thomas Wayne, but the dude botches the hit and ends up killing both of them.
Oh, shit.
Dude, this is the most corrupt Alfred we've ever seen.
Pennyworthless.
Pennyworthless. I love that.
That's so funny.
He's from Earth 666.
Yeah. He's from Earth 6'9". He's just
Earth 6'9". There you go.
He's just a despicable human being.
Played by Pete Davidson.
Oh shit! Oh god. Pete Davidson is Alfred Pennyworthless.
Call me Alfie P.
Oh god, you're making me hate this. I'm cringing.
Alfred Pennyworth.
He makes his money selling NFTs.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Word.
That's what the Wayne wealth is from. It's from cryptocurrency. Dude, we should do a modern remake of Batman's origins. Just scum it the fuck up. Thomas is a crypto bro, like that's like a tech bro, pretty much.
Dude, the thing is, the fact of the matter is,
Martha Wayne is an Instagram model or TikTok model.
Dude, Alfred Pennyworthless.
Alfred Pennyworthless.
Oh god, we should just make this.
We should just
The most scumbag versions of DC people in their universe, like the Superman of this universe, must be super fucked up.
Oh yeah, really fucked up.
Dude, all I'm saying, Alfred Pennyworthless.
I just want to. I want to read this now. Honestly, Alfred Pennyworthless.
Dude, all I'm saying is,
What are you saying?
Yeah, say it.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
Classic
man.
canon.
Yeah, dude, but it's not even funny anymore. I was just gonna say it wouldn't be worse than some of the DC movies out there.
That's true. That's very true.
That's very true.
Yeah,
DC,
I think it'd be a great movie. It's actually like I don't know. I think it's actually a really good concept. We should write it just for fan fiction.
like a one shot.
Yeah, Alfred Pennyworthless.
Let's do it.
Yeah, get Joey to draw it.
Yeah, that would be sick. That'd be awesome. Well, you guys, I think that about does it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for tuning in to our Bat March, where every week we are doing a different Batman, either comic or movie. And we'll see you guys next week. Check us out now. We have a website up and running,
Yes,
comicsandchronic.com. You can sign up for our email list. What else can you do, Anthony?
Oh, you can leave us a voicemail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can leave us a voicemail. Let us hear your beautiful voices. Tell us what you want us to smoke about.
Yes, yeah.
And we'll put it in an episode because it's audio, and then you could hear it. You'll be on an episode.
And you'd be like, wait, that was my genius idea, and these really cool guys actually did it.
Yeah.
And if it's a really stupid idea, we'll call you out and be like, so-and-so at yahoo.com suggested we do this, and we thought it was dumb as shit.
Yeah, we want them to burn in hell.
Yeah. That's the risk you take by leaving us a voicemail.
Yeah. We keep it real here on Comics and Chronic, all right? We love our fans, but don't push it.
It's a conditional love.
Lots of conditions. Yeah. We're toxic as fuck. No, just kidding. Definitely want your input. And check out the website and let us know what you think.
Okay.
Peace.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jake FH.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.